This video is sponsored by the I have the high ground, Anakin, it's over t-shirt, obviously. Check it out at the viral store. The high ground, the ultimate Star Wars meme. Yes, in Revenge of the Sith, Obi Wan claims the fight is over because he has some measly high ground. The high ground refers to the climactic duel between Obi Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Some fans found the idea of the high ground deciding the fight ludicrous, while others claim it made perfect sense. Wait, didn't Obi-Wan have the high ground here? And didn't Maul have the high ground in the Phantom Menace? Look what happened to him. Anyway, during the duel, Anakin's the one in control of the fight, the one setting the tempo with his aggressive gem-so. Obi-Wan isn't just fighting defensively using Suresu, he's fighting at a disadvantage. Compare the General Grievous fight as an example of Obi-Wan fighting on the defensive, but still very much in control. Nick Gillard, who choreographed the fight, described Anakin's fighting ability during the duel as a 9 and Obi-Wan's as an 8. Whether you believe he succeeded or not is up to you, but his intent was very explicitly for the fight to portray Anakin as leading and Obi-Wan at a disadvantage. But let's skip to the crucial moment. Anakin attempts to jump from a low position to a higher one behind Obi-Wan, but gets knocked down, or sliced down. But there could be more to this move and counter move than initially meets the eye. When he shouts, "It's over, Anakin, I have the high ground," Obi-Wan's thinking back to another duel which happened many years ago. At the end of the Phantom Menace, Obi-Wan kills Darth Maul, even though Maul clearly has the high ground. In Revenge of the Sith, when Obi-Wan himself has the high ground, he's aware of what it's like to be vulnerable from below, as he's experienced firsthand that a kill can be achieved from the low ground. The fatal move attempted by Anakin is near identical to the one Obi-Wan uses against Maul. The lower fighter jumps to a position behind the higher fighter. It's not every day that you kill a Sith Knight. Obi-Wan likely often replays the events of that duel in his head, so this jump will not surprise him. When Anakin tries to use this move against Obi-Wan, he's prepared and easily defends it. Anakin loses a limb or 3 in the process. Anakin was in a position to overpower Obi-Wan through sheer strength and stamina, but his emotions made him sloppy, and Obi-Wan exploited that. So when Obi-Wan says, "Don't try it," just before Anakin leaps, he's basically saying, "Don't try to jump over me because I've done it myself, so it won't surprise me." Interpreted this way, the ending of the duel becomes a clash between experience, Obi-Wan, and arrogance, Anakin, where experience wins. High ground is a martial arts term describing a superior position, and not just literally higher. The Art of War advises one to never face an opponent who has the high ground, and in Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan clearly has the better position. A wide open space on stable ground, above a tiny platform floating over a river of lava. An attack from Anakin's position would have been severely disadvantaged, which is probably why it cost him 3 limbs and a gorgeous mane of hair. High ground is also used to refer to moral superiority, and Obi-Wan is very much implying this second meaning as well. While not amazingly well written, the entire duel is basically an argument over the morality of Anakin's embrace of the dark side, and Anakin's point of view is a pretty hard sell. Sure, he had legitimate grievances with the Jedi, but at this point he slaughtered a bunch of children and force-choked his wife. All things considered, he's clearly lost any moral high ground he might have held in resisting the Jedi's ethical choices. And during the fight, Anakin's arguments become less rational and more emotional. Obi-Wan's exposed the anger and resentment that is really driving Anakin, removing the rationalizations that let Anakin tell himself he's on the right side. By declaring, "I have the high ground," Obi-Wan is asserting that he's in the right, and giving Anakin a chance to acknowledge this and submit. In offering an opportunity to surrender peacefully, Obi-Wan is taking the moral high ground, winning the argument, and putting himself in the position of moral strength to win the duel as well. Anakin rejects this offer in a rage, surrendering the moral high ground, and promptly attacks from weakness, which costs him the physical duel as well. It also cements his fall to the dark side. Given one final chance by his master to return to the fold, he rejects it and lashes out violently. This was the true birth of Darth Vader. So there you have it, that's my explanation of the high ground. Do you have the high ground? I have the high ground. Anyway, what do you reckon it means? Please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Also, please follow me on Twitter. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, consider supporting me on Patreon. Or you might catch me serving you at McDonald's real soon. Oh, and make sure you click the bell icon to turn on notifications. I'll see you later.